Welcome to Shadowproof. Evidence first, noise last.
In 1951, when British explorer Eric Simpson climbed to the summit of Everest, three other explorers, including Michael Wood, discovered footprints of a marine creature at an altitude of 6,000 meters above. He planted his national flag beside them and took a photo. This photo was later considered convincing evidence of the existence of the Yeti in the Himalayas. One day in 1967, in Six Rivers National Park in Northern California, USA, the weather was clear, and two young men were riding horses along a forest stream. They were 34-year-old Roger Patterson and 36-year-old Paul Gimlin. Around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, a strange humanoid figure appeared in the distance before them. They saw a giant, hairy, human-like creature walking deeper into the forest. The two horses were so frightened they reared up. Paul Gimlin immediately dismounted, raised his gun, aimed at the creature but didn't pull the trigger. Roger Patterson quickly grabbed a camera from his saddlebag and filmed with trembling hands. Everything happened so suddenly, in less than a minute, but Roger and Paul felt like a century had passed. Filmed Bigfoot Monster. Roger and Paul became famous. The one-minute film shot by Roger with a 16mm camera spread widely, and was named after them as the Patterson-Gimlin film. The English name for Bigfoot is Sasquatch, sometimes directly called Bigfoot. Legends about them appear all over the world, like the giants in Britain, the Yeti in the Himalayas, Yowie, Australia, and the wild man in Shenzhou area, Hubei, China. On the trail of Bigfoot. In the book, he listed 1340 wild man sighting events from the 19th to the 20th century. T have convincing evidence of the wild man. But in 2014, a Washington Post article pointed out that 20% of American adults believe in the existence of a wild man. In 2022, a Canadian netizen caused a stir by allegedly filming evidence of the wild man's existence. As soon as the video content sparked heated online discussions, the direction of events seemed beyond everyone's expectations. Today, let's talk about the once shocking event, the Andrew Dawson giant sighting. Andrew Dawson, born in 1987, lives in Canada. In July 2021, with the rise of TikTok in foreign markets, Andrew also started sharing some daily life videos on TikTok. In his videos, he shared about his everyday life. In those videos, there was his pet dog Greg, his beautiful girlfriend Selma, Selma's daughter, and their daily dinners. Although the video content was warm, the viewership was very low. Until April 9, 2022, Andrew accidentally filmed a video. This video changed his TikTok channel, and even the direction of his life. On April 9th, when Andrew was driving with a friend on a mountain road, suddenly, he saw something strange on the snowy mountain peak beside the highway. He picked up his phone and filmed that thing. Andrew told his friend that the thing on the mountain was a person, but his friend clearly didn't believe it. Because according to the scale, if it was a person, that person would be very large. After Andrew posted the video on TikTok, it instantly gained millions of views. However, some netizens left unfriendly comments. S video was shaky and asked if he had Parkinson. But everyone should know that this video was filmed while driving, so shaking was unavoidable. On April 11th, Andrew posted a new video, saying he would return to that place, find a closer location and better angle, trying to film the thing on the mountain peak clearly. Otherwise, can someone lend me a helicopter? Now, So, can someone lend me a helicopter? And Or, I can post the video and might be called a legend. Can netizens call me a legend so I can go up there? Dawn. But when Andrew returned near that mountain, he discovered the thing on the peak had disappeared. I will use this as a tool to try to keep the tree more stable for you. And it's no longer there. That's where it used to be. I called some relatives, and they came and went, I don't know why. Andrew asked the local residents. They also told him that the thing on the mountaintop suddenly appeared, and disappeared. This made Andrew also not understand what was happening. On April 12th, Andrew posted a new video, saying he wanted to drive up the mountain to investigate, but was stopped by someone resembling a CIA agent. That person told him this road was not permitted. If he intentionally entered, it would be considered trespassing. I was stopped by a CIA person. He told me to turn back and said I was being pursued. I said it was the local department, and a resident told me to go this way. I couldn't film on the tree, but I will come back tonight and be ready to film. The sudden car stop surprised Andrew greatly. But because the incident happened unexpectedly, he didn't have time to film that scene. He decided to return the next day. This time, Andrew didn't see the giant figure, but managed to film an unidentified glowing object hovering over the mountaintop. In terms of shape and color, it didn't resemble human aircraft. Strangely, Andrew also filmed 2 helicopters. One of them was lifting a giant object from the middle of the mountain, slowly ascending. Could this giant object be the giant that Andrew had filmed earlier? So they're pulling something out of here. There are 2 aircraft. What the hell is that? You guys are here. Yeah, this is. What's going on? The road has already happened. Really? Hey man, put it down. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. So what exactly happened? The car quickly drove away. After looking closely, Andrew realized this was the car of the person resembling a CIA agent who had stopped him on the mountain. Hey. This is my car. I wonder how everyone feels about this event. But whatever you think, don't jump to conclusions. Because this incident has had many plot twists. Since discovering he was being followed for about a month, Andrew hasn't had any updates. Netizens on TikTok were all excited, everyone guessing what happened to Andrew. Some said he was controlled by the government. Others said he was taken by aliens. Some also said he could no longer make videos. On May 7th, after many days without updates, Andrew suddenly posted a video titled Official Update. In the video, Andrew said he didn't disappear, nor did he die. There haven't been new videos recently, just because life has been too Andrew also apologized to his fans, saying all the previous videos he posted were just for views. Intentionally faked. But the strange thing is, in this video, when speaking, Andrew's eyes have glanced to the left, giving people the feeling as if there was someone else standing outside the camera frame, and Andrew was forced by someone else to film. All of Andrew's previous videos on the app were clearly filmed by him holding a camera, but in the update video on May 7th, he had both hands in his pants pockets. It seemed like the camera was fixed in place, or someone else was holding the camera. This video did not reduce the rising curiosity of netizens. It even made people discuss the incident even more enthusiastically. This was probably what Andrew wanted to see. 10 days later, on May 17th, the incident could occur. Andrew posted a video. And in the video description, there was a sentence written like this: "Too many things have happened, I can't stay silent anymore." The video was very short, but contained a lot of information. Andrew hurriedly walked through a dark room, occasionally looking back, mumbling, "Perhaps you won't see my videos anymore. But my previous videos were not fake." The next day, May 18th, Andrew posted a video. Still in the area where the giant on the mountain top and the surrounding. This time, he filmed a strange device that suddenly appeared on the mountain top. According to Andrew, this device wasn't there the day before. He believed it might be military equipment. This video about the military equipment was the last video Andrew posted on his TikTok. Since then, his TikTok hasn't posted anything else. Within a month, Andrew had filmed a giant on the mountain, the surrounding area, the military equipment that suddenly appeared, and mysterious personnel watching in front of his house, making people can't help but wonder, why were these supernatural phenomena suddenly targeting Andrew, a person with a very normal life? Although TikTok has stopped updating, Andrew was still active on Facebook. He shared pictures of his newly bought car and time with family and friends. Sometimes he even posted positive encouragements, but absolutely never mentioned the supernatural events he had witnessed before, nor explained the reason for stopping posts on TikTok, as if the heated online comments had nothing to do with him. And just when everyone thought the incident ended here, on July 1st, 2020, a terrifying development occurred again. A netizen searching for information about Andrew accidentally discovered his obituary on a Canadian platform. The obituary listed the date of death as July 1st, but didn't specify the exact cause, only listing family relationships and the names of Andrew's relatives. Statement. Not long after, Andrew's Facebook also turned into a memorial page. His girlfriend, Selma, posted a series of memorial videos for Andrew on her personal page. Andrew's death made the incident sink into an even greater mystery. If before there were people who suspected all of Andrew's actions were just to attract viewers, then his sudden death was a confirmation. Remember one more phrase. See the truth, don't believe, and one phrase. See the truth. Remember one more phrase. See the truth, don't believe. Everything Andrew did was just to attract viewers. Then his sudden death certainly dispelled many people's doubts. After all, view counts don't mean anything to a dead person. But did Andrew really die? The incident of Andrew seeing the giant was definitely one of the most discussed events on the Western Internet in 2022. Regarding the attitude of foreign netizens towards this incident, it is basically divided into two camps. The supportive camp believes that everything Andrew filmed is real. He knew things he shouldn't have known, so he was silenced. Meanwhile, the opposing camp says this is a bizarre self-staged hoax. Andrew is the actor of the year. The Oscars owe him a golden statue. Next, we will start from the first giant video Andrew posted to analyze each viewpoint of the two camps. First, from beginning to end, Andrew never provided the specific locations of some videos he filmed. Initially, there was quite a bit of online discussion suggesting the mountain area where Andrew saw the giant was Whistler Mountain in Canada. I think this is because years ago, someone allegedly filmed footage of a figure walking in the snow near Whistler Mountain. This incident once caused a stir in public. On July 2, 2011, wildlife biologist Miles Sleman, while hiking in Squamish, about 60 kilometers from Whistler Mountain in British Columbia, Canada, captured a strange video. In the video, a black dot is moving rapidly across the snow. Miles believed that based on the speed and scale, that black dot must be a giant. A few years later, in April 2014, Miles uploaded this video to YouTube, immediately sparking heated discussions with media outlets competing to report on it. SA sunrise down there. I can. Sunrise? Of course, it's sunrise. Look at the black segment walking. However, in May 2014, a person claiming to be Peter Tennant came forward, saying he might be the Bigfoot giant that Miles filmed. Peter Tennant loves hiking and mountain climbing and is known as the Ridge Hiker. He said he recognized that ridge from Miles' video. However, after a CBC Canada reporter interviewed Peter, it was revealed that the time he went to that ridge was the last week of July 2011. But Miles filmed the Bigfoot giant video on July 2nd, and the times don't match. What exactly Miles captured in the video remains a mystery to this day. S story, in fact, if people study it carefully, they. The location he filmed wasn't Whistler Mountain but Canoe Mountain, which is 650 kilometers away from Whistler. S video, there. When opening Google Maps in Street View mode, it's easy to find. The road Andrew filmed on is the Yellowhead Highway, driving southeast. And looking into the distance, the mountain peak we see is Canoe Mountain. On top of Canoe Mountain, there's a signal tower. The opposing camp has always skeptically claimed that what Andrew filmed isn't a giant at all, but this signal tower. Regarding why the signal tower later disappeared, the opposing camp says it's due to different camera angles. But the supportive camp immediately refuted this. They said the camera angles in Andrew's videos from April 9th and April 12th are exactly the same. The direction and angle of the mountain peak are completely identical. The only difference is that the giant-like moving object on the mountaintop is no longer there. From this, it can be seen that this object must be a living entity. Regarding the unidentified glowing object Andrew filmed, the opposing camp says it's a contrail left by a jet in the sky. And the reason the smoke appears yellow is because the sun had just risen, and the early sunlight reflected on the contrail, making it yellow. As for the object lifted by the helicopter, it's clearly a tree cut from the forest. Using helicopters for logging is very common abroad, but the supportive camp feels this explanation is too forced. That glowing object basically doesn't resemble an airplane contrail because contrails are usually thin and long. Whereas the unidentified flying object Andrew filmed is short and stout. Additionally, the so-called military equipment in Andrew's final video was also identified by netizens. It's likely the Jasper Skytram in Jasper National Park, far from Canoe Mountain, and this Skytram wasn't. And the person claimed to be a CIA agent, who saw Andrew's car on the mountain road, seems very strange. This agent wears tight pants, speaks in a casual tone, and even appears somewhat lacking in spirit. He said the road is blocked, just turn back. If anyone has experience being stopped by traffic police abroad, they would definitely know the first thing a traffic officer says to you. Authoritative, the wording can. Police often use a set of repetitive, mechanical language. This is their standard operating procedure. S car sounded as if he were Andrew. S supporters believe he encountered a CIA agent who spoke very casually, but that no matter how casual, the CIA agent couldn't casually modify his own car. Remember, he came to monitor and surveil others. He'd like fearing others wouldn't. Andrew's sudden, unexplained death could be said to have escalated the incident to its peak, and made all suspicious points no longer matter. However, some netizens still noticed something odd in Andrew's obituary posted on the web. Anyone can post an obituary on this website without a death certificate. Some netizens pointed out that if you check the HTML source code of the obituary, you'll see. This obituary was posted at 7 a.m. on July 1st, and the time of Andrew's death in the obituary is also July 1st. Could it be that early on July 1st, after discovering Andrew's death, his family did nothing but first post an obituary on this website? However, when viewing other obituaries on the site, we'll see. The posting time displayed in the HTML source code of other obituaries is also 7 a.m. on the same day. T conclude Andrew. Additionally, on May 13, 2002, before Andrew stopped updating TikTok, filmmaker Tony Merkel contacted Andrew on Instagram and wanted to invite him to a postcard project to discuss Andrew's giant video. T until June 23 that he replied to Tony. He told Tony the video was fake, all of it was faked, and asked Tony what he had seen. Tony sent a link to Andrew's video of the giant on the mountaintop and told Andrew this was the video he was interested in. I can. A week later, netizens discovered Andrew's obituary. If everything Andrew did was just to attract attention and get views, then filmmaker Tony Merkel's invitation should have been very appealing to him. T provide more information to Tony, which increases the video. Actually, we should support and believe that Andrew really saw the giant, also because of another key figure. That is the province of British Columbia, Canada, where Bigfoot sightings frequently occur. Survivor Man. In 2011, he filmed footage of Bigfoot in the Colson Forest, BC province. Thor requested the BC government provide funding to hire experts to help track and study Bigfoot, but the government refused. Bigfoot monster discovery. Saying the local government neglected protecting local wildlife and denying Bigfoot's existence. S lawsuit was quickly dismissed by the court. The court said Thor couldn't. However, in interviews, Thor countered that he had a series of evidence like Bigfoot DNA, images, and witness testimonies. But the government side completely didn't believe it, not even bothering to review it. S actions boring, perfunctory, a complete waste of the judicial system. To this day, Thor persists in his research and continues to publish results and the latest information on his YouTube channel. As for the Andrew Dawson incident, over a year has passed. The heat of the case has long faded. But Selma, Andrew's girlfriend, occasionally posts videos on TikTok. On January 22, 2023, she posted a video with the content, "Really miss you so much. No matter how happy a person looks, others might never know the pain they." This makes people feel Andrew's death is real, not fabricated. Were the things Andrew filmed really giants and unidentified flying objects? Has he truly passed away? Not sure what everyone thinks about this incident. Thank you for watching. If you'd like, you can subscribe to see follow-up videos. Or if you have time, you can check out more videos from this channel.
If the proof convinced you, subscribe and open the next case.